为政 Chapter 2。一子曰：为政以德，譬如北辰，居其所而众星共之。Confucius remarked, He who rules the people, depending upon the moral sentiment, is like the pole star, which keeps its place while all the other stars revolve round it. 二子曰：使300，一言以蔽之，曰思无邪。Confucius remarked, The book of ballads, songs and psalms, see footnote, contains 300 pieces. The moral of them all may be summed up in one sentence, have no evil thoughts. Footnote, 诗经, the book of ballads, songs and psalms is now called the canon of poetry, one of the so-called 5 classics in the Bible of China. 三子曰：道之以政，齐之以刑，民免而无耻；道之以德，齐之以礼，有耻且格。Confucius remarked, If in government you depend upon laws, and maintain order by enforcing those laws by punishments, you can also make the people keep away from wrongdoing, but they will lose the sense of shame for wrongdoing. If, on the other hand, in government you depend upon the moral sentiment, and maintain order by encouraging education and good manners, the people will have a sense of shame for wrongdoing and, moreover, will emulate what is good. 四子曰：吾十有5而志于学，30而立，40而不惑，50而知天命，60而耳顺，70而从心所欲，不逾矩。Confucius remarked, At 15, I had made up my mind to give myself up to serious studies. At 30, I had formed my opinions and judgment. At 40, I had no more doubts. At 50, I understood the truth in religion. At 60, I could understand whatever I heard without exertion. At 70, I could follow whatever my heart desired without transgressing the law. 五孟义子问孝。子曰：无为。樊迟欲，子告之曰：孟孙问孝于我，我对曰：无为。樊迟曰：何为也？子曰：生食之以礼，死葬之以礼，祭之以礼。The noble of court in Confucius' native state asked him what constituted the duty of a good son. Confucius answered, Do not fail in what is required of you. Afterwards, as a disciple was driving him in his carriage, Confucius told the disciple, saying, My Lord M asked me what constituted the duty of a good son, and I answered, Do not fail in what is required of you. What did you mean by that? Asked the disciple. I meant, replied Confucius, when his parents are living, a good son should do his duties to them according to the usage prescribed by propriety. When they are dead, he should bury them and honor their memory according to the rites prescribed by propriety. 六孟武伯问孝。子曰：父母为其疾之忧。A son of the noble mentioned above put the same question to Confucius as his father did. Confucius answered, Think how anxious your parents are when you are sick, and you will know your duty towards them. 七子游问孝。子曰：今之孝者，是谓能养。至于犬马，皆能有养，不敬，何以别乎？ A disciple of Confucius asked him the same question as the above. Confucius answered, The duty for a good son nowadays means only to be able to support his parents. But you also keep your dogs and horse alive. If there is no feeling of love and respect, where is the difference? 八子夏问孝。子曰：色难。有事弟子服其劳，有90先生传，曾是以为孝乎？ Another disciple asked the same question. Confucius answered, The difficulty is with the expression of your look. That merely when anything is to be done the young people do it, and when there is food and wine the old folk are allowed to enjoy it. Do you think that is the whole duty of a good son? 九子曰：吾与回言终日，不为如愚。退而省其思，亦足以发。回也，不愚。Confucius, speaking of a favorite disciple whose name was Yan Hui, see footnote, remarked, I have talked with him for one whole day, during which he has never once raised one single objection to what I have said, as if he were dull of understanding. But when he has retired, on examining into his life and conversation, I find he has been able to profit by what I have said to him. No, he is not a man dull of understanding. Footnote: Yan Hui, the straight John of the Confucian Gospel, a pure, heroic, ideal character, the disciple whom the master loved. As the name of this disciple occurs very frequently throughout the book, we here depart from our rule of eliminating all Chinese proper names, and shall hereafter always introduce him by name. 十子曰：视其所以，观其所由，察其所安。人焉廋哉！人焉廋哉！ Confucius remarked, "You look at how a man acts, consider his motives, find out his tastes. How can a man hide himself? How can he hide himself from you?" 十一子曰：温故而知新，可以为师矣。Confucius remarked, "If a man will constantly go over what he has acquired and keep continually adding to it new acquirements, he may become a teacher of men." 十二子曰：君子不器。Confucius remarked, "A wise man will not make himself into a mere machine fit only to do one kind of work." 十三子贡问君子。子曰：先行其言，而后从之。A disciple inquired what constituted a wise and good man. Confucius answered, "A wise and good man is one who acts before speaks, and afterwards speaks according to his actions." 十四子曰：君子周而不比，小人比而不周。Confucius remarked, "A wise man is impartial, not neutral. A fool is neutral but not impartial." 十五子曰：学而不思则罔，思而不学则殆。Confucius remarked, "Study without thinking is labor lost. Thinking without study is perilous." 十六子曰：攻乎异端，斯害也已。Confucius remarked, "To give oneself up to the study of metaphysical theories, that is very injurious indeed." 十七子曰：由，惠女知之乎？知之为知之，不知为不知，是智也。Confucius said to a disciple, "Shall I teach you what is understanding? To know what it is that you know, and to know what is that you do not know, that is understanding." 十八子张学甘露。子曰：多闻缺仪，慎言其余，则寡尤；多见缺殆，慎行其余，则寡悔。言寡尤，行寡悔，路在其中矣。A disciple was studying with a view to preferment. Confucius said to him, "Read and learn everything, but suspend your judgment on anything of which you are in doubt. For the rest, be careful in what you say. In that way you will give few occasions for men to criticize what you say. Mix with the world and see everything, but keep away and do not meddle with anything which may bring you into trouble. For the rest, be careful in what you do. In that way you will have few occasions for self-reproach." Now if in your conversation you give few occasions for men to criticize you, and in your conduct you have few occasions for self-reproach, you cannot help getting preferment, even if you would. 十九哀公问曰：何为则民服？孔子对曰：举直错诸枉，则民服；举枉错诸直，则民不服。The reigning prince of his native state asked Confucius what should be done to secure the submission of the people. Confucius answered, "Uphold the cause of the just and put down every cause that is unjust, and the people will submit. But uphold the cause of the unjust and put down every cause that is just, then the people will not submit." 20. 季康子问：使民敬，忠以劝，如之何？子曰：临之以庄则敬，孝慈则忠，举善而教不能，则劝。A noble who was a minister in power in the government in Confucius' native state asked him what should be done to inspire a feeling of respect and loyalty in the people, in order to make them exert themselves for the good of the country. Confucius answered, "Treat them with seriousness and they will respect you. Let them see that you honor your parents and your prince, and are considerate for the welfare of those under you, and the people will be loyal to you. Advance those who excel in anything and educate the ignorant, and the people will exert themselves. 21. 或谓孔子曰：子奚不为政？子曰：书云：孝乎为孝，有于兄弟，是于有政，是以为政，奚其为政？ Somebody asked Confucius, saying, Why are you not taking part in the government of the country? Confucius answered, What does the book of records say of the duties of a good son? Be dutiful to your parents, be brotherly to your brothers, discharge your duties in the government of your family. These, then, are also duties of government. Why then must one take part in the government of the country in order to discharge the duties of government? 22. 子曰：人而无信，不知其可也。大车无泥，小车无月，其何以行之哉？ Confucius remarked, I do not know how men get along without good faith. A cart without a yoke and a carriage without harness, how could they go? 23. 子张问：时事可知也？子曰：殷因于下礼，所损益，可知也；周因于殷礼，所损益，可知也。其或继周者，虽百世可知也。A disciple asked Confucius whether 10 generations after their time the state of the civilization of the world, see footnote, could be known. Confucius answered, The house of Yin adopted the civilization of the Xia dynasty. What modifications they made is known. The present Chu dynasty adopted the civilization of the house of Yin. What modifications this last dynasty made are also known. Perhaps some other may hereafter take the place of the present Chu dynasty. But should that happen 100 generations after this, the state of the civilization of the world, see footnote, then, can be known. Footnote: the state of the civilization of the world refers to China. Footnote 7. That is, China. The period of the Xia dynasty, BC 2205 to 1818, was to a man in China of Confucius' time what the period of the Greek history would be to a modern man of Europe today. The Yin dynasty, BC 1766 to 1154, was, in like manner, what the period of the Roman history would be to a modern man. 24. 子曰：非其鬼而祭之，谄也；见义不为，无勇也。 Confucius remarked, To worship a spirit to whom one is not bound by a real feeling of duty or respect is idolatry, see footnote. To see what is right and to act against one's judgment shows a want of courage. Footnote, literally servility. Say Amelia de gens honit tu al sang de letis. Voltaire. It is a misfortune of good people that they are dastards.